something clicked, and Paimon suddenly knew how to use this thing. It seems all we need to do is concentrate on what we want to know. Bam! You get it.
If you ask me, I think most in Sumeru aren't interested in lesser lord personality.
Wait, stand down, DEHYA.
Fala galera, como é que vocês estão? Tudo bem? Aqui é o Cezinho e bora para mais um episódio da nossa série de Genshin Impact. Se você não conhecia o canal, já desce aqui, já deixa um like, deixa um comentário, inscreve para não perder os próximos episódios. Se você puder compartilhar, eu vou ser muito grato. Não esquece, também faço live lá na plataforma roxa, então dá uma olhada aqui embaixo se você quiser me seguir lá, eu vou ser também bastante grato. No episódio de hoje, a gente vai finalmente chegar na cidade de Sumeru, que já está aqui atrás da Yoimiya. Então, sem mais delongas, bora conhecer a cidade.
One moment, please, you two. It appears this is your first time visiting Sumeru City.
Quem é você?
Oh, yeah, that's right. But
Because there's currently no information on either of you in the Akasha. But no need to worry, that won't prevent you from entering the city. In fact, the Academia conveniently provides each traveler to Sumeru City with a device. Perhaps you two have heard of the Akasha before. It's our beloved Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's lasting legacy.
Acho que o Tainari tinha falado alguma coisa disso que fica na orelha, não é?
After centuries of tireless research on the Akasha, the Academia created one of its most ingenious inventions, the Akasha Terminal. As long as you are within Sumeru's borders, you may use an Akasha Terminal to connect directly to the Akasha and access any knowledge you need. I should mention that due to technical limitations, the operation of Akasha terminals will be much smoother and more effective in large cities such as Sumeru City and Port Ormos.
oh, so this is the thing that Tainari was telling us about. It sounds pretty amazing.
You two are quite fortunate. Until recently, it was standard practice to only issue Akasha terminals to outlanders who spent an extended amount of time in Sumeru. However, this policy was recently changed.
Que sorte, não é mesmo? Ou que conveniência para a história do jogo.
Here are your Akasha terminals. Please handle them with care.
A Paimon vai ganhar um também?
It kinda looks like a leaf.
To activate it, simply hold it in your hand and say the following phrase to yourself. May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
Oh, since this little doodad lets you access knowledge, maybe we can use it to find a way to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali. Let's give it a try. Ahem. May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
Eu não vou falar isso, tá bom? Vocês leram aí. Eita, Priola, viseirinha.
Whoa. Just now, something clicked, and Paimon suddenly knew how to use this thing. It seems all we need to do is concentrate on what we want to know, and bam! You get it. Oh, that'll come in real handy.
Exactly. That is the power of the Akasha. And with that, let me officially
Agora faz
welcome
sentido
you
porque
both
que não
to
tinha informação
Sumeru
nossa
City.
ali, né?
May the wisdom of the Dendro Archon always be your guide.
Okay, now that we're in, we can check the Akasha about
Isso,
Lesser Lord
bora, e aí?
Kusanali.
Vou dar uma acelerada, né?
500 years ago, the sages found a newly born deity from within some scorched ruins. The deity now resides in the sanctuary of Suristana. Okay, next, let's concentrate on asking how to meet her.
Não estão dando a informação?
The Akasha didn't respond to Paimon's question.
Por que a gente não consegue encontrar nada sobre a deusa deles?
Focusing on this question feels
Se o
like
negócio é
when
o
you have
poder
something
dela.
you're trying to remember and it's on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't think of it. Ugh, Paimon's brain is exhausted.
Vou tentar fazer outra pergunta para o Akasha. Talvez eu consiga mais informações sobre a Kusanali perguntando indiretamente.
Smart idea.
Bom jeito, hein?
What are you going to ask it?
Eu vou perguntar. Pensar sobre o porquê o Akasha não responde a minha pergunta. Pensar sobre Por que ele não responde? Um vago pensamento surge na sua cabeça. Talvez o Akasha não responda todas as perguntas incondicionalmente. Além disso, mesmo que a mesma pergunta seja feita por várias pessoas, o Akasha ainda assim transmitiria o conhecimento baseado na idade, identidade, experiência e outros traços de quem está perguntando.
Could it be because we're Outlanders and we've only just arrived in Sumeru? You know, maybe we're not qualified to receive an answer to this sort of question or something.
Pensar sobre a Lorde Menor Kusanagi. Alguns conhecimentos surgem em sua mente, mas nada que você já não soubesse antes. Parece que essa é a ideia mais burra de pensar agora, né?
You too? Well, glad it's not just Paimon.
E aí agora a gente vai pensar na Lorde Maior Ruka Devata, né? Ou como eu gosto de chamar, Ruka Devassa. Várias partículas brancas surgem na sua mente. Talvez seja melhor você se concentrar em entender o que elas significam. Sentimentos de afeição, intimidade, nostalgia, tristeza e ansiedade também surgem. Essa deve ser a forma que as pessoas de Sumeru se sentem em relação à Arconte falecida. Uau!
Paimon's getting all
Pesado.
teary-eyed all of a sudden. It feels like the people of Sumeru really miss their Archon.
Mas não é como se eles não tivessem uma
Since no
Arconte,
matter
né?
which way we try, we
Eu só não tô
can't
entendendo
find
como é que a gente
anything
não
that'll lead us
encontra
to
ela.
Lesser Lord Kusanagi. Guess our only choice now is to try meeting with the researcher that Tainari
Verdade, tem
recommended.
essa outra pessoa. Talvez
He's
ele
from
ajude.
Sumeru and even has a position in the academia.
Às vezes o
Maybe he'll
Akasha
be
vai
able to
responder pra
access
ele,
more
né?
info from the Akasha.
Faz sentido, Paimon. Caralho, o Paimon tá inteligente, hein? Você é bem aqui na entrada?
It's not
Que
far from the
conveniente.
city's gate. Hello, are you Rohawi?
Oh, não, ai, desculpa, não consigo falar esse nome.
Yes, that's me. Can I help you?
Great. You see, Tainari sent us here and...
What? Tainari? Please, there's no need to say anything, really. Sure, I admit that the article I published last month wasn't my best work, and maybe the data didn't produce the most convincing results, but...
Calma, cara.
This
Tem
is a letter
choque,
from
tio.
Tainari.
Oh, let me see. Oh, ooh.
Ah, ele
What a
achou que a
relief.
gente era, sei lá, uns
You two nearly
capanga
scared the
do
life out
Tainari
of me.
que veio
So you two just have some
isso.
questions for me? Seems even Tainari acknowledges my innate ability for procuring information. So, what is it you two would like to
Mano,
know?
você dá uma pontinha do dedo, os caras já quer o braço inteiro, né?
Do you know a way we can do that?
You mean you want to meet the Dendro Archon herself? This isn't exactly my area of expertise, but let me see what I can find in the Akasha.
Pô, se a gente ficasse com esse óculos ia ser tão
Sorry, the
estilo,
Akasha
né?
didn't respond to my query.
What? You too? But what about your abilities for getting information and all that? Paimon was sure you'd be able to
Mas
access
até pra
more
ele
info
que é da
than we
academia
did.
e é
Well,
de
as
Sumeru
I
não
said, this
respondeu.
isn't my area of expertise. I am but a lowly researcher, so the Akasha doesn't see a need for me to know more about the Dendro Archon. All I know is that ever since Lesser Lord Kusanagi returned to Sumeru, she's never left the Sanctuary of Surasthana or made a public appearance.
Nunca.
Didn't expect her to be such a mysterious figure.
The Dendro Archon
Faz
is
sentido a
somewhat of a
gente
recluse.
tentar ir lá e
Perhaps she
entrar, né?
just doesn't want to entertain visitors, which would explain the lack of information in the Akasha.
Aw, but then what can we do?
No need to worry just yet. I'm only hypothesizing here. You could certainly try asking around and
Ah,
see
mano,
if
eu não vou
anyone else
perguntar
has
a cidade é
ideas.
enorme.
And besides, you two should consider the bright side of things. Not being able to see Lesser Lord Kusanagi may not be a bad thing.
Por
In
quê?
this world, there will always be information you cannot obtain from the Akasha and things you can never accomplish. Knowing when to yield is a form of wisdom. Take me, for example. It's a miracle if my brain cells can spit out one paper every 3 years. But Tainari? That guy can publish 3 papers in just a single year.
Okay.
Ah, que
Thanks for
conselho
your
estranho.
advice.
Don't mention it. If you two ever want information about things like who's been promoted within the academia or relations between the 6 great sages, come find me.
6 grandes sábios?
Hey, come on! This is a survival skill at the academia.
Oh, Paimon's expectations were pretty
6 grandes
low.
sábios, ok.
This is so low, it's like digging holes in the dirt. So what do we do now? Even if we want to talk to someone, we don't know anybody here.
Tem?
Huh? Like who? Oh, you're right! Catherine! The Adventurers Guild has its own intel network. Let's hurry and find her.
Oi, Catherine.
Astra Abyssosk.
Enfermeira
Hello,
Joy,
traveler
né, do
in
mundo
Paimon.
Deihya.
Catherine, we need your help with something.
Understood. The Adventurers Guild is always ready to serve you.
Ela
With
usa uma
what do you
caixa aqui
require
também?
assistance?
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You two wish to meet with Sumeru's Archon. Understood. Please wait. I apologize, but I am unable to call up any relevant information in the Akasha.
Mas
I'm
ninguém
also
consegue
unable to
pensar? Eles
locate
vão
any
direto
pertinent
nesse
information
Akasha aí?
in my personal memory. Please do not worry. I may know of someone who can help you two. In Sumeru, the Adventurers Guild does not serve as the vanguard of information. Rather, there are numerous active mercenary groups collectively known as the Eremites. They take on
A gente vai
various
falar com os
contracts and work all
mercenários, é
across
isso?
Sumeru,
Beleza.
so they naturally accrue intelligence. An Eremite brigade called the Corps of 30 is in charge of Sumeru City's defenses. Not only are they the oldest brigade, but they are responsible for managing and coordinating the affairs of all other mercenary brigades.
Core of
Parece que eles devem ter
30?
bastante uma
What a
rede de
weird name.
informações ali, né?
Supposedly, they are named as such because their ranks numbered 30 at their inception. Asfand, an advisor with the Corps of 30, maintains good relations with the Adventurers Guild. Though he's already retired, he and his words carry great
A gente
weight
vai
within
procurar esse
mercenary
Asfand
circle.
aí?
If you'd like to get in contact with him, you can find
Não
him
tem
at
mais
the
ninguém
Corps
pra
of
gente ir
30's
atrás, né?
headquarters, the Citadel of Regzar. You're welcome. I wish you two the best of luck. We look forward to your exploits in Sumeru.
Olá. Oiê. Cara, como eu acho essa cidade bonita, velho. Meu Deus.
Welcome. The Adventurers Guild told me to expect you two.
It's nice to meet you, Asfand. We'd like to ask you about something.
Já é ele?
Aham.
I see. So, Catherine's the one who sent you this way. Ha! It's true that the Eremites' network is vast, but even I can't help you meet the Dendro Archon.
Isso, gente. Ninguém sabe onde tá essa deusa?
That's it?
Afraid so. The Eremites aren't terribly religious, so we don't know much about divinities. As far as the Akasha goes, we can access even less than you. We originally came from the desert.
Caramba, e
Gods
agora?
there died off long ago. Since those days, we've used our own two hands to carve out a living. It isn't just us, though.
Pesado, né?
If you ask me, I think most in Sumeru aren't interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Oh?
Diferente
Why's
isso, né?
that?
De todas as regiões que a gente vê, todo mundo era muito envolvido e devoto com os arcontes, né? De cada região.
They believe in gods. Most of them only care for the late greater Lord Rugudevada. In their eyes, she was the one who founded Sumeru and gifted us with the Akasha. Lesser Lord Kusanali just happened to inherit her legacy. Because of the Academia's influence, most citizens are more familiar with Greater Lord Rugudevada. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali never makes an appearance. And the Academia never
Tá muito mal
announces
contada essa
anything
história, hein?
about her.
Tá muito mal
As far
contada
as
essa
the people
história.
of Sumeru are concerned, she's just a god that exists.
Aw. After hearing all of that, Paimon sort of feels bad for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Ha! But who knows? We're all just guessing when it comes down to it. Besides, I'm sure the God of Wisdom doesn't worry about her reputation among people like us.
All right. Well, thanks for the info, Asfand.
Dependendo do tipo de deusa que ela
No
é,
problem.
vai ser
Always
realmente esse o
happy
tipo
to
de
help out the
pensamento
Adventurers
que
Guild.
você pode entender que ela tem, né?
Seems Asfand was right about most people's attitudes here. We've been
Então,
asking
parece que é
for
tipo,
information
o Akasha
nonstop
decide o
ever
que
since
cada
we
vai
got to Sumeru.
pensar quase,
The
né?
harder we try, the more helpless everything seems. Isn't there at least one person in this entire city who cares about Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh, you two are interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh?
possível que do nada alguém ouviu isso fala com a gente.
You two are outlanders who recently arrived here. You've been asking around for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali, right?
Mas
oh,
ó,
I'm sorry.
a roupinha dela já parece diferente, então ela não deve ser uma NPC qualquer.
One of Lesser Lord Kusanali's faithful followers.
Ah, então ela tem uma fanbase?
Really? Then do you know how we can meet with her?
I'm afraid I can't help you with that.
Não é possível.
But your conversation earlier did happen to remind me of a legend about the Dendro Archon.
Uma lenda?
Sure. It goes like this. Long, long ago, there was a man who heard a prophecy. It predicted that a great calamity was about to befall him. Panicked by what he heard, the man sought out the Dendro Archon in hopes that she would bless him with the wisdom to help him escape his predicament. The man journeyed across deserts and through rainforests and experienced tribulations of every kind. However, he still couldn't find any trace of the Dendro Archon. In despair, he thought, alas, the Archon has abandoned me. He then had no choice but to sorrowfully resign to his fate.
Okay, and then what happened?
Yeah.
And then, the calamity came. But to his own surprise, the man felt somehow emboldened by the trials of his journey. By relying on his own strength, he managed to overcome the adversity. At that moment, a bird perched upon his shoulder. This bird was, in fact, an avatar of the Dendro Archon. She said, "O Archon Seeker, do you now understand? She and her wisdom have long been found by you. Along your journey, we were in every flower and blade of grass, every ray of sparkling sun, and every breath of dancing wind. So long as you continue to think and ponder, we'll be wherever you go."
Yeah, thanks for the story.
Caramba, é bem história de tipo lição de moral assim, né?
In a way. It seems like this story is also one of the Dendro Archon's avatars.
Dunyarzad, since you worship Lesser Lord Kusanali, can you tell us anything else about her?
Eles estão procurando alguém
Of
ou
course.
pessoal uma
So
impressão?
did you two know that, I'm terribly sorry, but it seems something's come up now. Let's chat another day.
É, pelo visto eles estão procurando ela, né?
Hey, wait! What the heck just happened?
Aquelas pessoas ali.
It looks like they're searching for someone. Dunyarzad was acting super nervous just now. You think they're looking for her? This stinks! We finally managed to find a lead about Lesser Lord Kusanali. We can't let them get in the way. Let's see if we can get rid of them. Then we can catch up with Dunyarzad.
Hey, have you two seen a brown-haired girl wearing a purple top and a long blue dress? We're looking for her.
Ela que tá lá do
Did
outro
she have
lado.
bandages wrapped around her wrists?
Yes, that's her. Did you see which direction she went?
Yeah, she went that way.
Quick, after her!
Paimon, diz que você falou a direção errada, Paimon.
That should keep him busy for a while. Let's hurry
Pô,
and
pela
find
risadinha
Dunyarzad.
dela, o negócio virou uma sacanagem. Ah tá, ok, ela de fato tinha corrido por outro lado.
There you are, Dunyarzad. We thought you might have been long gone by now.
Oh, it's you two. Oh, you startled me there.
You can
Pode
relax
explicar o que tá
now.
acontecendo,
We
por
threw those
gentileza?
people looking for you off the trail.
Really? Thank you so much. Unfortunately, I believe there's still more of them out there looking for me. Uh-oh, looks like there's some coming this way.
De novo?
More of them? Then what are we standing here for? Run!
No, wait, my body isn't in the best shape. It's difficult for me to run.
Tá bom, então.
Okay,
Se a gente se
sounds good.
esconder.
There's a tavern on the other side of the port we can go to. They probably wouldn't expect me to hide in a place like...
All right, let's move out. Stay behind us. We'll keep an eye out for anyone.
Ah tá, ele já entra direto. Nossa, velho. Que lugar
We
bonito.
made it. Oh, they shouldn't be able to find us now. Wait, stand down, Dia.
What?
My lady, who are these two?
They're travelers that I met on the street just a moment ago. They happened to notice that you were all searching for me, so they helped me hide.
I see. In that case, you two should scram. There's nothing here for you.
Acho que não é você que manda, né, anjo?
Wait a sec. Who the heck are you? And why are you shooing us away?
I'm Miss Dunyarzad's bodyguard, here to see that she returns home safe and sound.
Então você tá falhando, né? Porque
My
quem
lady,
teve que
let's
garantir
get
que ela
going.
chegasse
You've
fui
been
eu.
gone for so long that your parents are worrying themselves sick.
And if I refuse to go with you?
It'd be easier for the both of us if you cooperated. But if you insist on not going, then I'll have to carry you like a sack of potatoes.
Hey!
Deus!
Dunyarzad already said she doesn't want to go back. Why are you still pushing her?
Stay out of this. You don't understand the situation. Sorry, my lady. Even though I'm your bodyguard, your parents are my employers. I have to answer to them.
How much?
Wait, what?
How much more do I have to pay you to become your employer? So you never listen to my parents ever again. Double? A triple? Give me some time and I'll get that much.
Mano, do nada tem churrasquinho grego rolando aqui do lado.
My lady, this isn't about Mora. I don't know what you think of us Eremites, but let me say this. I like Mora, but I'll never go against my principles. That's why I'm here looking for you. Sure, it's an order from my employer, but my conscience was also telling me it's the right thing
Então
to
ela
do.
é uma das mercenárias.
And knowing your health, carelessly running around like this is gonna hurt ya. For the sake of those who love you, don't be stubborn.
No, you're wrong. I'm aware of my limits and I know what I'm doing. Honestly, the only people being stubborn right now are my parents.
Gente, o que tá
And I know
acontecendo?
perfectly well that it makes no difference if I'm at home or not. They still won't accept reality. And every time I bring this up, they just change the subject. Dia, you've been living with us a long time already. This should be old news to you.
É.
Dia, I
Sua
know it
consciência é
hasn't been easy
assim?
for Mother and Father, and I'm grateful for everything they've done for me. But there's someone else in this world I'm also grateful to, because she saved me. The love I have for her is the same I have for my parents.
Quem?
This is my life and my last chance.
Gente, ela não
So I wanna
responde
do
quem
something
isso aqui, quem
meaningful.
são? Dá as informações.
My lady, are you sure what you're doing now is meaningful?
Yes, I'm sure. At least, it is to me.
Fine, I won't ask you to return home anymore. But let me
Bom.
make something very clear. I'm only doing this because I respect your determination, not because—
Thank you, Dia. Sorry for being so rude just now. My nerves were acting up. And I even brought up your payment in such an offensive way.
Don't worry about it, my lady. I did say that I like Mora. Besides, that's our next topic of conversation.
Eita.
Today's little excursion caused such a ruckus that every single bodyguard at the estate was deployed. It wouldn't be easy to hide things from your old man. Since this definitely won't be your last escapade, here's a little tip. You should at least make it look like your room and things are still in order when you leave. Also, you'll need someone to cover you for when you're out and about. So, I'll let you hire me, my lady. This way, everyone
Mano, ela
wins.
quer ser contratada
As
pelos
for the
dois
pay,
lados da
Let's
história.
say half of what your father pays me. We can settle the bill when we return to the estate.
Okay, deal.
Yay! Looks like they've reached an understanding.
Tá grávida, moço.
I'm fine, really. I just feel a little tired now that things have calmed down.
My lady, stop trying to look tough. We're already in a tavern, so let's rest up and grab some grub.
I'm sorry for worrying you two. If you don't mind, I'd like for you to join us.
Sure, after you
Se for
rest
por
up,
sua
we want to hear
conta.
more about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Mas é isso, galera. No episódio de hoje a gente vai parando por aqui. No próximo episódio, então, a gente vai aprender um pouco melhor sobre a Lorde Menor Kusanali, entender por que a moça é tão protegida, por que ela tá com esses problemas e tudo mais. Muito obrigado pra você que assistiu até aqui. Não esquece, desce aqui, deixa um like, deixa um comentário, se inscreve no canal para não perder os próximos episódios e se você puder compartilhar, eu vou ser muito grato. Muito obrigado sempre e até a próxima. Valeu! Falou!